What is up guys, I'm Diameter and this is episode 2 of the FIFA 13 Italian Swarm Ultimate Team. That's my brand new goalkeeper on screen, just 69 rated silver and rare, all of them at the same time. Quite a good add to our team as we were quite weak at the back and we definitely needed someone who could give us something stronger to give us chances against these bigger teams in online seasons. And of course there is the one player missing in the middle of the field as he's run out of contract and it was the roles, and I thought just remove him. By removing him we can just bring in another player, and there's many players around who are just as good and better than he actually is. I was checking for one to fit into my formation, but it was 800 coins or 2500 coins, and I didn't really want to bring in someone who was that expensive at the minute, as it put a lot of pressure on me in earning even more coins during the game. So I was just really looking for someone around 400 coins. I wasn't really bothered about the chemistry at the moment, as we'll do all that when we're creating our best ultimate goal team. So I found Dettori, or Dettori, or however you want to pronounce his name, for 150. It was a bid. It was a 30-second long bid, and we'll just let it finish. And as you can see, it's already done. I'm just switching him around now as he can fit into this midfield so much more versatile than De Rolls was, as he's more of a playmaker to like feed the balls through and put the balls over the top, as you'll see if in the future episodes. But the first game we came up against was a 3.5 rated team. They had a gold manager and 7 gold players, which is quite a good team compared to my team, which has not got any gold players at all, just 2 silver players. So you would think a game like this would face as a struggle, but you know, we saw what happened in our first ever game of online seasons. We can do anything possible, and that's our team there. Piccolo up front as usual. We're going to keep using him as he's very powerful. But 23 minutes in, Dettori, I told you, beautiful balls forward, and Magnanelli just couldn't, and that is an example there. I was not really taking our chances completely, and we do struggle at times to put the ball in to the net when we need to, but that's something we'll deal with. It's just sloppy defending against C-Mac, and he just easily puts under my keeper. For a keeper who's I've just talked up so much, he's just been wrong-footed by the shot, and it's gone along the floor. As you can see, he was never going to get that. And 5 minutes later, Testardi again setting up the play. He's always around, which is my favourite thing about him. And Piccolo finds out Martinetti and whips that into the bottom corner. Beautifully gives us an equaliser straight on the stroke of half time, and it was something we definitely needed, as we kept trying but we just couldn't get anything out. And 2 minutes after the break, Martinetti again constantly trying to look at this. Exquisite from Piccolo. He just superbly just flicks the ball off the goalkeeper into the back of the net, and he shows off why he should be a silver player and actually not a bronze player. But we're not going to moan about that. He's decent enough and he'll stick with us for as long as we get to keep him. And Dettori again putting on the pressure, and a beautiful ball over straight into Piccolo's positioning again, and he blows it into the back of the net. 72 minutes gone, and the game's more or less over here. We've full control of the game. On paper we are dominated against this team, but physically we are the better team. And I took Lovizio off for Magnanelli, give him a little bit of a run, but it turned out when he kicked off he paused the game and he quit. Yeah, he quit. Bit too worried. So there's the final ratings. Got 430 coins from that, and we can spend those coins now because they're going to give us enough coins to probably bring in another bronze player. And as you can see, many of my players were running out of contracts. 2 of my strikers have gone. One of them was Piccolo, and I'm just going to keep him in my reserves because in the near future, probably in the next episode, I'll buy a contract and possibly bring him back into the side for a few games before we go completely to the silver team. But I'm just checking out for a decent silver Italian, but the buy now price is are too expensive and we just need to bring it down a bit. And I found Suki 70 rated. I'm not sure what team he actually plays for. He's from Italy, of course. He's not a rare. Couldn't really find a rare striker who would fit into the team at the moment, so I thought Suki was the preferred option for us to fit into our team. So 150 to bid. I thought, you know, 2 hours. I'm not going to wait 2 hours. Buy 300. It's only twice more than just double what the bid was, and which not really going to affect us. And he can fit perfectly into our striker position up front next to Testardai. And that's the wrong player. But there was the other gap in the centre forward position, which I think Piccolo used to play in. And I thought I'm going to go for another bronze player, Giuseppe, rare, 60 rated, 78 pace, which I was quite intrigued with for him. And it was a player I definitely wanted. But 250, you're not going to say no, without doubt. You're going to bid for that for a rare bronze striker. It might be a rare bronze striker, but to a team like this, he's a beautiful player to fit in, and he can fit in that centre forward role perfectly well. And you'll see in the games we're coming up, he perfectly fits into this team. Fantastic. Look at that. 4.5 star rated team. Paul Scholes, Anderson, Baines, Chris Smalling, Ben Foster, Glenn Johnson, Maluda, Sturridge, Podolski, Milner. A full English Premier League team against a Italian bronze team with 2 silvers. Yes, that's how it finished. Half time 0-0. This was one of the most boringest games I have ever came across. This is my best opportunity. Yep, pretty lame, and it can't get any lamer than that. That was his only opportunity because he didn't have a single shot throughout the whole game. As you can see there, look, no shots. He's got more possession, but he's had no shots. My shots were effective, but they're on target, but they weren't really going to get us anywhere. And then 4 minutes into the second half, we actually start playing Sukia, who we've just bought, trying to he plays the long ball out to Testardai, and Giuseppe, well, this is what I mean, his driven shots are perfect if we can get them on target, but he's blowing the rain, we might as well, but we kept pressing. 77 minutes going, you've got to keep pressing a team like this who we're playing against. That's the only way you're going to get the victory. And Testardai showing why he deserves to be in that central midfield role. 78 minutes in, a booming goal into the top right corner. Gave Ben Foster no chance whatsoever, and once he scored that, the player again left. Well, he didn't leave, he just left his control and let the game continue. I could have made it look really bad, I could have scored like 4 goals, but I just left it there. And when the 90th minute came, he actually came back and kicked the ball. So the game ended 1-0. Not much more we could have done. It wouldn't have been fair in him, because, you know, I'm a nice person. I don't add insult to injury. And again, the goalkeeper, 8.1 rating, is showing as to why he's quite the decent player to actually stick with us throughout his whole change from bronze to silver. And winning that game actually won us the online season's Division 5, which actually gave us 2,000 coins. So now I could go mad with purchasing some players. Centre back and a left back is the position I wanted to improve, just to improve our back 4. But again, a left back and a centre back, it's a bit of a balance with 2 silvers and 2 bronzes at the back. We can get a bit more stability whilst we're being attacked against, and Rensetti fits in perfectly to that left back position. And as you can see, I've just put the centre back on the right centre back position, just to give the defence, as I said, a bit more stability whilst we're being attacked against. And there we go, we got the 5 strikers now, 5 decent silvers who can fit in our team, and will probably be in our team till we actually come to the transition to the gold team. But now we came up against our first online season's Division 4 game. Now we came up against Cox, as the 3 initials stated, and beautiful over the top balls were the reason I bought Testardai, and he beautifully places it into Suki's position, and he's never going to miss an opportunity like that, because no one's ever going to give up a chance unless he was one of our bronze strikers we used to have. But we're getting used to the old prospect now of the teamwork, from central midfield with our strikers, and again USB beautifully. It just, for a 60 rated striker, his finishing is sensational and is definitely a player I would buy again. I'd keep him in my goal team. But half time it came 2-0 through, comfortable first game. He had one shot, I had 10, which really shows how we were actually completely dominating the old game. But the second half was more or less along the same lines. Testado again being the player in midfield, pressing it down in the field, and look at that, magnificent. And what should it be? But the goalkeeper was actually 50 rated, which was the thing we were actually focusing on during the game, because they got a goalkeeper who's 50 rated, you're going to shoot and target as much as possible, because he's not going to be amazing at positioning and reflexes. But Paulson here got a deflected goal in, which was just a bit of a consolation for them, just to help them 3-1. But that really was the end of any action for us in this game, as the last two games we played, we couldn't finish 90 minutes without anybody leaving. But this time he stuck around. We successfully finished the game 3-1 and add even more coins to buy players with now, because my Kabay sold, which was quite pleasing, as I've had him up for sale I think for 4 days now. Keep changing his prices, nobody wants to buy him, but he's finally gone now for 2,000. Nobody wants William Gallas or De Rolls, so I'll just get rid of De Rolls nice and quickly, and we can focus on building our team much more effectively now with the coins we've got. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 silver players, and more or less we'll remove the right back because he's out of contract. And I think if we can get another central midfielder, they'll be able to slot in again next to Testado nice and effectively, just to improve the team as an whole. And this has been episode 2. I'm Diameter, and this is the Italian Swarm. Please do subscribe if you've enjoyed the series, and if you never want to miss any other episodes, subscribing is the way to do it, as you'll get notified when a new video comes. And if you're going to rate, please do rate, as it's much appreciated, and it really does let me know that you're enjoying the series and that you want more to come. So just going through the right backs now, but have a little bit. Salviato, 31 minutes for him to purchase. I was going to think, I should wait 31 minutes for the game, but we might as well bid on a new right back, saving buying loads of people with buy now. So bid is the way to go, and you'll see how that goes down in the next episode. So apart from that, I'll see you later, guys.